On my 21st birthday, I took the train to London and I went on the massive march against the Iraq war. And I thought there were so many of us and truly we were going to change the world. And as you know, absolutely nothing happened. And that kind of anger with my inability to change the world and the systems that won't listen to the people is part of where this project began. Also, our work has become increasingly interactive over the years and has asked the audience to become active in different ways so that hopefully they'll take that activism into their real lives. And we thought it would be great to do a show with no performers at all as a way of pushing that work even further. It's a piece about agency, about power, about control, about the pressure of a group and how a group can change things for the better, but also how a group can oppress itself as well.
Invisible Treasure is for anyone from 7 years upwards. It's a really different show with a bunch of children to how it is with a bunch of adults, but I don't think either version is better. We're also really interested in developing a version for young people with autistic spectrum condition. So I think it's a mixture of fun and frustration. It's sometimes a bit like having magical powers and sometimes a bit like having magic done to you.
So to make this show, we collaborated with the digital technologists Helakar and Lewis, who created all the amazing software that the show relies on.
The designer of Invisible Treasure is Cécile Tremolier. We worked with lighting designers Joshua Farrow and Jill Tan. We worked with Richard Hamilton as a composer. We worked with Sam Clear as production manager and general creative.
So although it's a piece with no performers in it, we collaborated with a group of performers and theatre makers to create all the different sections or levels of the piece.
I think it would have to be being given infinity stars by a 10-year-old, or the adult woman who came out and said that for a minute within the piece she'd forgotten everything that concerns her in her life at the moment and felt like a child again. So I think what happens next is we think about all of the feedback that we've received from this iteration of development, and we redevelop the software, we possibly try to develop a bigger space, and we think more specifically about creating tailored versions for different audience groups.